did you meet your wife? Or how did you meet each other? We would like to know. We are very curious.
और वे जानना चाहते हैं कि कैसे आपकी मुलाकात हुई.
Okay, and it's not all. He says, and how did you decide to marry?
और सिर्फ इतना ही नहीं, आगे उन्होंने ये पूछा
So,
कि एक दूसरे से शादी करने का फैसला आपने कैसे किया.
So, ours was an arranged marriage. We didn't have JODIE back then, but we had the privilege of saying no to each other about 5 times.
Come on.
And it was a good mix of things I was saying. It was a lot of prayer and supplication. It was the prophetic. My dad, my father and my mother, they had both laid down certain conditions or their dreams literally before God. And for me, I wanted probably certain things in the man I was going to marry. But eventually, I came to a point where I said, God, you're the one who made me. You're the one who called me by name. You know very well the kind of man who is good for me. Much more than my efforts, my conditions, or even my parents' conditions. You will know much better. So I will leave it to you. I will trust in you. This also came at a point, typically you are so desperate because your parents are pressurizing you, your aunts and uncles are pressurizing you. It's not a very pleasant thing usually for any young person. But once I laid it before God and I said, that's it, I have given it to you and I will not worry about this. Things slowly started happening. But even when it was happening, I didn't think it was happening. So that's where the trust in my Lord became even more solidified. I said, yes, I don't mind what's happening around. I know that you're in control. My only condition was that in my family, everyone should come together about the person I was going to marry. And sure enough, that happened. My brother, my father, mother, everyone was equally agreeing about it.
There was a strong leading from the Lord. Beena's dad had laid a very impossible condition before the Lord about the man who will marry her daughter. And if you have any understanding of the Malayali culture, it is a girl's family and the girl who has to come to the boy's family to meet the family. But Beena's dad had made it very clear before the Lord and said that, the boy who flies across the 7 seas, this is literally how he prayed, because Beena was working in UK, then goes to London to meet my daughter. That is a sign that this is the man who will marry my daughter. So I remember very clearly when Beena's parents came, they met me and I started speaking to her, and one fine day I called up Dad and I said, Dad, I'm planning to go to London to meet Beena. And he laughed. And he said, yeah, you should go. And I'm wondering, why is this man laughing? But then post-marriage, he told me this was his one condition and he was waiting on the Lord that this would happen so that he would have a sign that I am supposed to marry her.
Wow.
So this has been our experience. We've seen God moving through our marriage at various junctures. And I believe that is how God speaks to us.